Usually, when we want to sharpen our filmmaking skills, especially when it comes to lighting, we go on social media. We spend hours and hours scrolling, taking screenshots of jaw-dropping work. Bruh, I just saw something on IG. We then take the time to spend our unrenewable time to analyze the work of great cinematographers. Then you get stuck in the despair of trying to figure out how you can replicate the same lighting from all the inspirations that you have gathered. But then you choose not to lose hope. That's when you start going all in researching, reading books on lighting, staring at paintings and battling with your thoughts on the fact that you are young and don't have the gear to achieve great lighting. You young filmmakers with your everyday excuse of I don't have gear. Those guys are literally using high-end equipment. Do you know how expensive those things are? Or then you find yourself in the most infamous trap of all, the no gear syndrome. But the fire inside you will never allow you to stay in the dark. Nobody talks about the challenges and hardships that comes into becoming a great filmmaker. No one talks about how difficult it is to grow your skills and make a living from the creative industry. Most of us lack direction. We go wherever the market takes us. We lack the fundamentals to build our own brands that will enable us to never go hungry and most importantly seek validation from other people. And we need to change that. That's why vandaag I'm going to share with you how I unusually perfect my cinematic lighting. So let's begin. But first, let's wake up. Drink H2O, eat a pear, eat a banana, a random fruit, scribble some thoughts, feed the brain, and contemplate on whether I should sell the plants because for some reason they are dying. How I learn how to perfect my lighting techniques is that I always put myself in unpredictable places. Places where lighting is not controlled or manipulated. This is lighting that only has one key light, the sun. Like I've said before, I'm addicted to street filmmaking. That's where I find most of my creative ideas. Every time I take a walk with my second brain, I get so fascinated with how natural lighting from the sun falls on the streets and bounces around different objects. It's now sunset and I'm in a place where there is a lot of people, the heart of CBD. So what I do is I am shooting people on the shadow side, using the sun as the edge light, separating them from the background. Because we are shooting outdoors, the stuff which is on the streets is bouncing light back to the people's faces. That is why they are not as dark as they seem. After that exercise, what I learned was how fast you need to think and react to different lighting situations. For the past few months, I have seen myself being thrown into run and gun productions where I need to quickly set up the camera and the lights and produce beautiful images. And each time I get the shots right, I remember all the crucial practices in the heart of CBD. Another unpredictable lighting scenario is shooting in an area I've never been at, a small town in the middle of nowhere. Right now I'm in the middle of nowhere. I was just asking some locals around here. It's a place called Magagula.
I'm the trigger man, is between a split, it's a headshot, even if you pifanini, I'm a chicken in my first thought.
Kamala Mobongani started this business this year in March. Manje I'm pushing on another level with a start of 10 perfumes. I'm calling my perfume out 10.
I then saw a local church in the area and saw an opportunity to put myself in an unpredictable location with unpredictable lighting. The location had 4 sources of light, the back door, side door, and 2 windows. This meant that people in the middle of the church were lit from both the front and the back, which was not going to allow me to achieve contrast. So I decided to film people who were near the light sources, meaning I was using the doors as the key lights. I took it a step further and looked for someone who was positioned at the right spot. This is where the front door was used as a key light and the back door was used as an edge light, which helped to separate him from the background. I then found another subject who was also positioned at the right spot at the right time. Again, I'm using the side door as the key light, then the 2 windows are giving her a nice backlight, making her look cool, creating a beautiful contrast. For the people on stage, the side door was their key light and the two windows on camera left were the fill light. Whenever you are in a situation where your subject is in the shade and you have the outside in the same shot, don't expose for the subject because it will blow out the background. Rather expose for the background and create an edge light on the subject which will make the shot more cinematic. What I learned from shooting from the church is that to achieve good cinematic lighting, the subject has to be positioned at the right spot for the light to catch them properly, meaning the distance between the subject and the light heavily influences the quality of the image.
It was super dark in there, so I had the 85 f1.8 and I had the 23 f1.4. We are going handheld today with the trusted Fuji X-T3.
Next, I took all the knowledge I have learned from shooting at the church and at the heart of CBD and applied it on a commercial project with one of our local artists. Shooting publicly in a township like this is one of the most dangerous things I've ever done. But because of practicing shooting in the heart of CBD, I was not scared as much, meaning that I could focus more on the shooting rather than the eyes around us. Find your own way of continuously working on your skills. For me, it is in the heart of CBD, where there's a lot of unpredictability and agency, where I am forced to be alert, to look out for the right subject at the right time, at the right moment, and at the right lighting. Ave.